on blessings, on blessings, on blessings, on blessings, on blessings, on blessings. I'm Pastor G. I'm excited. Today I'm in the studio, and I'm here doing some assessments of some things that I have purchased over the years, and then felt very, very, very inspired to share this video with you on today. I'm looking in my rack, and most of you that know studio, you know what I mean by when I say that I'm looking in my rack. I'm looking in my rack, and I have purchased over the years some very expensive pieces, some very expensive pieces of equipment to make sure that when I do recordings, it gives me the best quality. Well, as I was going over my rack, there are a couple of pieces that I have that I paid a great price for, but I never have been able until now been able to take advantage of what they're supposed to give me. They are very pricey, but I never taken advantage of it. Now, one of my initial thoughts was I'll just take that piece and get rid of it, get rid of that piece. And then I began to think of the price that I paid for it. And then I told myself, I said, that's too expensive to get rid of. It's too expensive to get rid of, even though up until now it has never yielded me the results that I want. But it was because I didn't work it the way that it was supposed to be worked. The piece is, and it does what it says that it does. But because of me not working it at the level that I needed to work it through the instruction, I'm looking at a very expensive piece that took some work for me to buy, and now I am thinking I want to get rid of it. But then I thought to myself, this is too expensive to get rid of. That's when the inspiration came, and this is what I want to share and uplift you with. God is saying to you that you are too expensive to get rid of. You are too valuable to Him to get rid of, even though you have never lived or reached your potential. You've never reached the potential. You haven't, as a matter of fact, you haven't even scratched the surface of what you can actually do if you were fully engaged. And this is the season that He is going to work you. Now, when I say work you, He's going to develop you, because there was a great price paid for you. Just as I paid a great price for the equipment. How do you determine how valuable something is? It is determined by how much someone will pay for the particular piece. Well, you know that John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son." That was God's most valuable piece. Now, He was willing to pay the cost for you, did not spare any expense in buying, or the word is redeeming you. And now, just because you're not working or doing everything to your fullest potential, He says to you, you are too expensive. You are too valuable to throw away. He's going to work it. This is the season that your full potential will come out in you. Now, I've noticed something. I got a 3-year-old grandbaby. My youngest grandbaby, she's 3 years old. She'll come into the studio, and when she comes in, because of her immaturity, 3 years old, this equipment is very valuable, but she does not know the value of the equipment. So she have the potential to take water and pour it inside my mixer or one of the other preamp pieces. She has, because she doesn't know it's to her just something that's there. She doesn't know the value of the piece. Now, please hear this. Just because of her immaturity and her not knowing the value of a piece, it does not devalue my piece. Now, what is God saying? There are people that handled you wrong. There are people that tried to devalue you. It wasn't because of your value being lost. It was because they were too immature to understand really who you were and what you were created to do. God says you're too valuable to be thrown away. You're too valuable to get rid of. There's something that is about to happen for you because of the investments that the price has already been paid for you. 1 Corinthians 6:20 says we've been bought with a price. God gave His most expensive piece for you. That tells me that you are worth it. You are worth it. No, you have not operated in your fullest potential. You had some mishaps, you had some malfunctions, but God says you're still too valuable to get rid of. You're still too valuable to let go of. Now, here's a question I want to ask you. Is your setback is your setback affecting your outcome? Is this setback that you are, we have to do inventory, because sometimes we're going through things and we feel devalued, and then things happen to us and we devalue ourselves. I want you to ask yourself this question: is this setback that I'm currently experiencing stopping what God has promised me? Does this temporary situation affect my outcome? And if you can say that this temporary situation affect your outcome, you need to tell yourself that what I thought I was going to be, I really wasn't that. Because setbacks does not determine outcome. Setbacks does not devalue you. Setbacks does not determine your outcome. Now, things. This is a perspective you're going to have moving forward. Things are not happening to you, things are happening for you. The scripture says, Romans 8:28, for we know that all things work together for good. They're not happening to me, they're happening for me. They're working for my good, to them that love him and are the called according to his purpose. Now, King James Version says, to them that love him. And now you might get told by somebody that you trust that your love for God is not there, so things are not working for your good because you didn't dot all the I's or cross all the T's. I get all that, but you have to understand the real interpretation of the scripture. To them that love, it's actually saying to them that will wait or be patient enough to see the manifestation of what they recall. Yes, it's difficult. Yeah, you are in a time of testing, you are a time in great challenges, but that's okay, because listen, testing ain't for teaching. I know I use the word ain't, but you got me. Testing ain't for teaching. Testing is for what you've already been taught. If the teacher administers a test and she's not taught you or he's not taught you, then they are literally operating out of order. And it's the same in your life. The test you are going through now ain't to teach you something. It's actually for what you are already taught. There are too many gifts that you have laying dormant, and you need something to push you. You are being pushed because you are valuable to God. You're not thrown away. God didn't throw you away. He's now pushing you. There's some edgy things that are happening to you because God desire for you to get your edge back. So testing is not for teaching, it's for what you've already been taught. And here's the most significant part, and you got to carry this with you through these seasons of major challenges, and it seems as if God won't listen, or he's not hearing my prayer. Listen to me. The professor or the teacher never talks during the test. It would be a total distraction. Never talk. So for those of you that don't hear, the professor is not talking during the test because he knows that he's already invested something in you. You already have the goods. You already have everything needed to be everything that he desires for you to be. You are expensive. You haven't worked up to your potential yet, but that's okay. God says you're too pricey to throw away. You mean too much to his system to be thrown away. You're just in the moment. And this too will pass. This too will pass. This too will pass. The greatest price that could ever be paid for someone to deem your value has been given to you. And God says you're too valuable to throw away. Now stick and stay, and this too will go away. If you stick and stay, what you're being challenged by will go away. You come too far. you made it through too many things. You've gone through too much. You survived too much to give. I would suggest to you that you go for it all. Go for it all. Don't shortchange life now. Go for every promise that God has promised you. You're going to find out that he is in agreement with you. He's ready to do the things that he's promised you. This is an incredible time to be alive. Of all the times of being alive, this is the most incredible time of being alive. You're too valuable to throw away. If you will, share this with somebody, encourage somebody else who is going through that, think God has thrown them away and they've been devalued because someone immature didn't know how to handle the peace. But you have been blessed by the best. So live the blessing. I start with prophetic word, I end with one. Blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings